Magkape muna tayo. Welcome to our reflection conversation with Father Gerry. Today's gospel is taken from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 to 16. It says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Thus far is the reading of the Gospel for today. The question is, yes, what is it for us? Sa mga binabasang mga gospel, or every time we read the gospels, pagdating nitong gospel ni Matthew about the salt and the light, alam nyo, natitrail ako eh. Maybe because isa ito sa mga favorite quotes ko from the Gospel of Matthew. Not so much with the light. Kasi we all experience what a light can do to us. Especially try to imagine ourselves. You enter in your journey, you enter into a tunnel. And inside the tunnel is total darkness. But when there is light, oh my, saya. Why? Because even just the flicker of that little lightning or that light, it brightens the horizon. That's why very popular, common ang experience natin when it comes to the light. Especially when you use the analogy that Jesus is the light of our lives. But today, mga kapatid, let me focus on the other point of the gospel, and that's the salt of the earth. Sabi nga, you are the salt of the earth. And then, ito nga, but if the salt loses its saltiness, kung ang asin ay mawalan ng pagkaasin, which is yung alat, wala ka nang gamit. Very sad. It is no longer good for anything. Wala ka nang gamit, except itatapon ka na lang at apak-apakan ng mga paa. Very sad ang salt. But, take note. Saan ba nanggaling ang salt? Have you reflected on that? Oo nga, no. Saan ba galing ang salt? Tingnan natin. Salt comes from the deep blue sea and the heat of the sun. Simple lang. Asin ang produkto sa dalawang bagay. The deep blue sea and the heat of the sun. Ano bang meron? Kung merong sea, deep blue sea, and then dagdagan mo na siya ng heat of the sun, ang resulta niyan is salt, asin. Ang asin, siya yung hindi natin binibigyan ng masyadong halaga sa mundo. I have to be honest with you. Isa yan sa mga binabaliwala natin. Pero can you imagine? Eat your meal. Kahit gaano kasarap ang inyong meal. And then, walang asin ang pagluluto nito. Try to imagine anong meron. Kasi nasabi ko yan kasi yung na-hospitalize ako for several weeks. And then, strict diet, oh my, ang strict diet is simple lang. No asin in your food. So, masarap ang pagkain. Alam niyo na, St. Luke's, siyempre, big time. Pero pagdating sa pagkain, nawalan ka ng gana. Simple lang dahil walang asin. Pero, continue natin ang analysis sa asin. During the time of Jesus, asin was so important to the farmers, in fact, lalo na sa mga fishermen. Dahil ang kanilang fish na nahuli, ito ay na-spoiled kung wala kang preservatives. And during that time, wala pang ice used for preservation of those goods. So, ang ginagamit nila sa kapanahunan ng Jesus is asin. Therefore, asin preserves life. Maliban sa ang asin ay pampalasa sa pagkain. More importantly, asin preserves life. At yan ang ginagamit nila doon. That's why, ang next question, oo nga, bali wala natin ang asin. But asin must be very important because why Jesus uses an asin, salt, to be used in order for Jesus to impart His message to His disciples. Therefore, asin must be very important. So, alam natin, asin gives life, preserves life. Asin gives flavor to your life. Of course, food. And more importantly, ito, huwag natin baliwalain. Take note. Asin comes from the deep blue sea, which is pure and unadulterated. No chemicals na ginagamit to produce an asin. Nothing. Just the deep blue sea plus another pure element, the heat of the sun. Pure, cleansed, walang, sabi natin, walang impurities, unadulterated. Ano bang sinasabi ni Jesus? If you are salt, you are, ang sabi nito? You preserve something from decay. And then if you are the salt of the earth, coming from purity of the sun and purity of the sea, you are a salt to the world. Ibig sabihin, when Jesus used this term, you are the salt of the earth. Oh my God. Stand up and praise God. Because you are somebody who is pure. You are somebody who is cleansed. You are somebody being refined and sent to the world to make the world enjoy the flavor of what is there in life. When Jesus used the term, you are the salt of the world to His disciples, it was indeed beyond, It was indeed beyond acknowledgement of the self. It was indeed beyond yung papapaganda ng loob ng mga disciples. It was true and honest, attributes of Jesus, that if you are pure in your intention, cleansed from whatever dirt you will have in this world, if you are pure, you are the salt of the world. Because you are the salt of the world, you are somebody important into the world. See? So kung i-apply natin yan sa atin mga kapatid, let's stand up and praise God and thank God. Because when He says you are the salt of the earth, you are somebody special. You are somebody pure in knowledge and intention. You are somebody important, of value to God. That He says, I will send you to the world and make the world alive. Because through you, as salt of the earth, you give flavor to the world and you preserve life in this world. Mga kapatid, if you feel that you are the salt, pure, cleansed, forgiven, you should be ready because you will be sent out to the world by Jesus Himself, and He would tell us, reminds us that you are the salt of the earth. Go proclaim the good news of the kingdom. Okay? So, good morning again, mga kapatid. Magandang umaga. Don't forget your coffee and see you tomorrow.